Welcome back. Well, I think this is one of the very few times that I've actually seen how the robot works. It won't let me go in, will it? That's interesting. Like, I obviously knew how it works, but it never kind of clicked in. Hey, this is what it does. It comes and picks up food and all that sort of stuff and puts it in the robot itself. The robot mixes it and then delivers it to our cows, obviously. So we want to get you out of the way here. Now you may have noticed that we're running very low on money. Well, compared to what it was, I spent about $5 million, and that is because I bought the whole map. Why? I'm considering of just sort of venturing out a little bit, doing something a little bit different here and there. Maybe, you know, trialing out some new smaller fields and so on and so on. So that is the reason that I did that. Plus I wanted to kind of spend some money. So okay, we don't need you. Okay, let's go cut the grass. I think we started cutting the grass, I don't know how many episodes ago. Okay, and let's go get it all done. For whatever reason, the worker seems to be struggling in cutting the grass on this field. I have trialed different mowers. It does not seem to make... Do I have? Yes, I do. Doesn't seem to make any difference. You know, to say that, yeah, but this or that, it don't matter. Same old thing. No matter how well I try, it does exactly the same thing. It cuts some of it, struggles to deal with the other bits. So workers cut a lot of it. Well, actually it was a mixture between the worker and coarse blade. So yeah, don't seem to have any luck with actually getting the workers to actually be able to cut the grass on these fields. So I can play around with it as much as I want. I've changed the mowers, I've changed all that, it don't matter. So because of that, I'm not even going to bother. Just going to do this. You know, it's good that we have GPS. And that way we get some more efficient grass cutting. Okay. It looks like I might have to do this. It's kind of getting to the point of, you know, just no point bothering with GPS. Looks like he's missed. I'm not going to go all the way to the end to cut a little bit of grass. Oh, I get it that you're biased to that line, but hey, what's he doing? He's going exactly the same place. And I can't blame him. He's getting that line. So that's the line he's going to follow, isn't he? Now I'm going to get the tether out here and deal with the grass from that point of view. Boom, done. Just go and cut this little bit that we seem to have missed over here. And then we'll deal with the tether. See, this is something that seems to happen quite a lot these days. And I don't know why it's going on like this, but we seem to have workers that just don't want to go until the end of a row or something like that. Okay. Honestly, I wish I could remember where I left the tether, but I've gotta assume that I left it right here. Now, I've kind of been ignoring my production for a little bit. And I'm doing the same thing as I did in the past, where I'm having 2 or 3 episodes in the same month. As you can see, we're still in August, where we were in, I think, our last and maybe even the one before that. Not that it matters. At the end of the day, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with winning. That's for sure. And not that I see it such a big deal. Wow, I'm winning. I'm not winning anything. You know, it's just a. Okay, so we do have GPS, so I don't want to. Trying to think where I should start. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal that I'm winning. It's not like, whoa, holy macaroni. The brakes on this tractor are non-existent. You know, it's not like I'm winning $1 million or something. After all, it's just a game. But it was an interesting. Okay, so it looks like our mower did not come out this way either. No, stay down. Pressing the wrong buttons. Let's go with it. Oh, it'd be nice if I actually put GPS on first before I do that. Okay. Okay. Alt A. And we'll try and sort of get to, wow, this is gonna, surely you can't struggle with this. Alright, so we're about halfway through the field, maybe a little bit less from what we've cut. I'm trying to think, can I use a worker or not? No. No, the worker does not want to do anything on this field. So what I'm going to need is when I get at the top there, I need to move the mower and put it somewhere else because it's in the way. That's why I went once around, because I was finding it hard to turn around at both ends. So I thought, you know what, just go around once and that way we deal with some of the issues of turning around. Now, as you saw, I think I went once down and a little bit up and boom, it was full. So it's going to be quite a bit of work to get this grass collected. It's not that big of a deal because, as we know in this FS22, grass doesn't die. I could just keep on cutting it and it'll just keep on growing and so on. Actually, you know what? Let's just take it all the way through. Okay. I think I underestimated the horsepower needed for such a job. I don't think I don't think my math was very good. You know, I thought, here we go, we got enough horsepower, so we're not going to have any issues. Well, before we do anything else, let's move view. I thought we're not going to have any issues with horsepower. We got plenty of horsepower. And maybe we got plenty of horsepower, but I don't think we've got the weight. I think that's where we're struggling, is with the tractor being too light. So I think that's where our dilemma is. Now I'm trying to remember, was this the, no, this is my dryer. Yeah, okay, I've got hay galore. I just leave this on. I've got so much hay, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to set this up. I actually don't really know if I could just, oh, why? I think I always wanted to cut these two trees, but I always forgot. I think after this Let's Play, I'm not going to want to cut any trees for forever, type of thing. The amount of trees that I've cut in this series, it is one of the reasons why when my game crashed, I'm thinking, you know what, if I can't get it back up, I'm just going to give up. Something I was thinking when I found out whatever game I could save, and I saw how little of it I could save from the perspective of the game itself. I'm thinking, I am not going back to recut all those trees to get my fields where they were. Something, so thinking, you know what? It does not, I cannot save it. It can just be the end of that season type of thing. But I was able to get it back. Roughly I was able to get it back with the fields where they were, which I suppose that was the main thing. So yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. I couldn't have been bothered to cut all those trees again. It was just such a huge amount of work. And keep in mind that I did not benefit from sales from probably, I don't want to put a percentage for the fun of it, but a humongous amount. Like, I don't know if I benefited financially like 20-30% of what I actually cut. Okay, I didn't, I simply used lumberjack mod and got rid of them. But let me tell you something. As much as that sounds easy, and you know, I don't have to actually tell you. You're playing the game. And if you're playing the game, you know that even with that mod, it still takes a while to cut all those trees down. So yes, the mod does make it better and easier, but by no means doesn't make it, oh yeah, piece of cake, you don't have to do anything type of thing. There's still a lot of work that you have to put in to cut all those trees. So when I saw what was happening, I'm thinking, nah, I won't be doing that again. But like I said, thank God that none of that happened, and I could save the game. Okay, I lost some of the equipment and so on, but that's not that big of a deal. I had to delete some of the equipment, and some of the equipment that I deleted I really, really, really liked. But, you know, if it meant that I could have the fields, that was fine by me. Happy compromise, if that makes sense. Okay, and which one do we want to go down? Why don't we go down on this? This one here. Oh, it's feeding again. I never actually looked into this feeder that much. I don't know if it has a specific time that it does feed, or just feeds whenever the cows need food. So I never actually... oh, what am I doing? I accidentally picked up my pickup, so... Oh, come on. Yeah, I accidentally pressed the wrong button and picked up the grass collector, so we're just driving around on the field. I definitely don't want to do that. Try in cab view a little bit. I thought that you had somewhere on the screen, yeah, on the left corner there, it tells you. If I stop bouncing it a little bit. No, it doesn't. Oh yes, no it does not. It just shows you the hours. It doesn't actually show you how full you are. Actually, you know what? Let's go this way. And we'll pick whatever was left over from here. Again, I'm not going to make it my priority. Let's pick up every tiny little bit of grass, but I don't want to have these big lumps of grass just sitting here. Like I said, the beauty with FS22 is that grass does not die. So there's no issues with it just sitting there, other than the fact that, you know, it's sitting there. Nothing else as far as to say, hey, you're losing some grass or whatever. It just means that whatever you're doing, you know, you're just cutting the grass and so on, and then doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. So we're at 45,000, so we should be able to just fill that in and dump it in there to be dried. I may end up just doing quite a bit of this grass and just dumping it to make silage out of it. Again, it's not that I need the silage, because with the amount of grass and everything that I have in there, I think I'll end up having with a few million liters of silage. Now, I might end up selling some of it. Come on, we have Does it? Got manure galore. Does it tell me how much silage I have? Oh, I've got red bits galore, but it doesn't actually show me the silage. That's probably because it's not in the silo, it's in here, in our production. So we'll go in and see if we can... Oops. Let's go to our production and have a look. So what do we have? Well, we don't have a lot of silage, but we got a lot of silage that's being made. So got what, almost 6 million liters. And we're distributing. Okay, well, I'm not going to... I think the only place that we could distribute it... You know what? Let's put this on a distributing. I'm curious to see if it actually gives any to the cows. Or is it just distributing it to what? Oh, there's my robot. He's going for a drive. So he's just going around to feed the cows. I was watching the 10th generation farmer, and they're actually they're a dairy farmer, and they're implementing this system in their own yard. They're just putting it in. So if you're interested in watching that kind of a system in real life, 10th generation farmer, it's a young man and his father, and they're just installing that very, well, obviously not exactly looking exactly the same way, but that very system with those very robots driving around, getting the feed and then feeding the cows. So if it's something that you're interested in, have a look. I'm sure I enjoy watching them, their videos, and a few other real life farmers. I actually started to enjoy watching farmers and things like that a lot more than actual movies and things of that nature. I've found myself now that I cannot watch these actors and acting and all this baloney anymore. If I ever watch a movie, I'll watch it on YouTube so I can fast forward it. If I can't watch it on YouTube, I try watching a movie just on normal TV where you actually have to sit there through ads and advertisements and all this sort of stuff. I physically just couldn't be bothered. It's like, show me the beginning, show me the end, and that's it. Anyway, we'll call it quits for this episode. Thank you very much for spending some of your time with me. I hope you're enjoying it. Have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.